Hey guys, my name is Aisha. I just turned 14 years old 2 days ago, so these are 14 pieces of advice I wish I received before I turned 14. Number one, others are probably just as scared as you. For example, like you aren't alone when you think, why is no one approaching me? Why am I alone? Why is everyone talking to each other? Why is no one talking to me? Then they're probably like with their friends, people who they already know, and approaching you makes them nervous just as you are approaching them. So you should approach them first and you should try to make friends because you can't expect people to just come up to you and be like, hey, do you want to hang out with us? Do you want to be friends? Let me tell you everything. No, you have to talk to them first and you can't just like dump everything on them right away. You have to build up the friendship. Number two, choose what you care about. It's like similar to not like caring about the phrase like not don't give a damn about everything. Just but this is a bit different. Choose what you care about because you can't expect to care about every single thing because that'll just drain you and ruin you and your mental health. You have to choose, like, oh, I care about my friends, I care about my family, but I don't care about this stranger who I just accidentally bumped into on Tuesday. Like, you can't think about that because then that'll just ruin you and your mind will be like, worrying about every single interaction you have with every single person. You can't have that. You have to choose, like, oh, I said something wrong to my friend. Let me apologize to her. Or I was a bit rude to my mom because I was a bit angry the other day. Let me say sorry to her. Like, you have to choose what you care about. You can't care about everything because, again, it's not good for your mental health. Number three, have a good mindset and don't think that everything bad happens to you. If you have a bad mindset and you're like, oh, bad things happen to me and only me and my life sucks, then your brain will try to prove that to you by focusing only on the bad stuff. If you win like a game or something, like maybe like a Kahoot, then your brain might focus on, oh, I lost points on this question. I didn't answer all the questions correctly. They won't focus on winning because you'll only think about the bad stuff. You only think about the problems. You have to focus on the good stuff. And you also have to stop complaining because life sucks for everyone and everyone has bad things in your life, whether you know or not. But if you whine, then you will not get your happiness and you won't get anywhere. Number three, have a good mindset and don't think that everything bad happens to you. If you have a bad mindset and you think, oh, all the bad things happen to me and only me and my life sucks, then your brain will try to prove that to you by focusing only on the bad stuff. And also stop complaining because life sucks for everyone and everyone has bad things in your life, whether you know it or not, even if their life seems perfect or not. But if you whine, then you won't get anywhere. Think about this, that one person is always whining, always complaining because everything bad is happening to them, but you can see the good stuff that's happening to them. Then also look at it in yourself. You can't expect to get everything you want by whining. You actually have to work for it. You actually have to focus on the good stuff. Take risks. Do you think that like Taylor Swift became famous if by not taking risks? Do you think she just stayed at home and did nothing? No, she released her songs. She practiced her guitar, her singing, and all of that. Don't stay at home doing nothing. Like, for example, if you're shy and you want to make friends and you have like no friends, then talk to people who you really wish you were friends with. Even if they seem intimidating, you have to face your fears because you can't base everything off first impressions because then you'll never get anywhere because most of the time first impressions are incorrect. If you want to take on a hobby like I want to learn singing, then practice it. Don't be scared. Maybe take a class. Like, you don't have to take a solo, you can take it with other people. That'll just build your confidence. um if you want to be content creator, post a video. You can't be content creator without posting anything. If you want to be a songwriter, a singer, write a song. Or if you want to be an author, write a book. You only live once. I mean, there are people who don't believe this, but still, you have to live your life as if it's not going to be forever because by doing nothing, you won't get anywhere. Have hobbies to learn. Like, you can't expect to have fun in life if you don't have anything to do besides just being on your phone all day. Like, don't consume. You have to create things. For example, instead of like watching posts and YouTube videos, then you could make your own video. You could make your own short, your own reel, or like for example on Instagram or Pinterest, if you wish like, oh, I wish I could take photos like that. I wish there were photos of me like that. Then learn to take them. Like you can find tutorials online. Take phones on your take pictures on your phone or a camera. If you see art online and you're like, oh, I wish I could do that, then learn how to draw, even if it's bad. Everyone starts somewhere. You have to like try until you get better. There's also people who make vision boards. You could also try that because you see vision boards online and you save them and you never look at them. Having your own vision board, like I feel like you're more likely to look at it, especially if it's like in person. Then you could just hang it in your room and then you can see it every single day and know what you're working for in life. Instead of buying jewelry from outside, maybe you could learn to make your own jewelry, or maybe you could make some trinkets, or you could learn how to knit like hats or um, clothing, or like a sweater, or maybe you could sew clothes or learn origami. That's also fun. Number six, hang out with people. Don't spend all day doing like your work, studying, or watching YouTube or TikTok, or just lying in bed all day doing nothing. Ask people to hang out. Like, you can't expect everyone to just approach you and be like, oh, do you want to hang out? No, you actually have to ask them. You have to make plans. And if you have a problem with that, then I don't know what to say. Number seven, journaling. It's been so good to me in many ways, and at first I was a bit uncomfortable with it. Like I didn't feel uncomfortable like sharing everything inside a piece of paper, a book that someone might read, but as I kept on doing it, I grew more confident and I was able to release a lot of my thoughts and emotions and like vent about a lot of things, and it took a lot out of off my mind. So, some benefits of journaling are you'll be able to reflect on yourself, you will have a calmer mind, just overall, you'll be more calm. Um, so you should be comfortable enough to journal to be able to write about your day and pour everything out instead of keeping it stuck in your mind. Once again, it's hard to share with your journal, but you'll get used to it. Also write what you're grateful for. And my first bullet point for like I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for myself. Just think like about the good things that happened today, who was nice to you. Like for example, when I hung out with my friend, like I wrote I'm grateful for and then my friend's name. Or it doesn't even have to be a person. It could be um I guess maybe like a video or an object that like helped you, like maybe like a fidget toy if you're like really nervous or something else. And if you want to go a bit crazy with journaling, then you could also find journal prompts online. Those are pretty fun. Number 8, don't overwork yourself. Take breaks and don't lose track of time, because if you do, then it won't help your brain. It will just take everything out because your brain needs time to reset and it cannot take on that much work. And you just need to reset and rest and just calm down. So you gotta think of it like maybe a vase with water and flowers. For the flowers to stay healthy, it can't have too less water. Like it can't, like you can't study like or work at all, because it won't help the flowers grow. It won't help you and your dreams and your passions and your work to grow. But also having too much water can hurt the flower or maybe even kill it. So basically, don't put too much stuff in your brain if you really care about your mental health. Don't share your progress. Let them see it. For example, if you decide to start practicing your singing and you really want to learn it, then don't start bragging to everyone about it. Like for example, if you want to show them, then maybe like maybe like at a sleepover or like a hangout, you guys might be doing karaoke or something, and when it's your turn, then they could hear how much better you are at singing than when they heard you the last time you sang. Or maybe if you're working out, then they could see like, oh, your body's better, your body's more toned, your body's more fit. Like, let them see the progress you have made and what you have achieved. Don't like just tell them, because it might sabotage your progress. It might cause them to have expectations of you, like, oh, like, why don't you look like this yet? Show me like you're singing. And sometimes it can be good depending on who you decide to share with, but just be careful who you do share with. Number 10, consistency and discipline is always going to be better than motivation, because motivation comes and goes. Discipline is when you do it every single day. Discipline and consistency. Like, for example, every day you drink water every day, you brush your teeth every day, you eat food every day, you shower every day. All of this is consistency and discipline. And you should do that with what you know is good for you, like journaling, reading, working out, going outside for sunlight so that you can get like vitamin D, eating a fruit, eating vegetables, eating protein, practicing your hobbies, what you like to do, having a limit on how much you are on screens. Number 11, it is okay to lose friends. You can outgrow people. And it is not always because they're toxic or a bad friend. I mean, that can be the case because there are many times where you realize how bad a person is for your mental health, and it's just hard to let go of them, but you have to let go, even if you've been with them for a really long time. Like, you can still be friends with them, but just stop talking to them the way you used to, the way you were when you were actually really close and when they weren't such a bad friend. And sometimes even if they're not a bad person, it might just be because you guys lost that spark of friendship, or they don't fit in with who you currently are and what you are aspiring to be. They don't fit in with your desired lifestyle or what you want to be when you grow up. You have to let go. Like, you can't yearn for people. You can't expect them to come back in your life and align with your desires and beliefs and wishes. You have to find people that uh, actually you care about, and how do I say this? You have to find people that align with you and your ambitions. And not everything has to be the same, of course, but find similarities, because you can't, when you have like contradicting wishes and beliefs, then it could be really hard for you to grow. 12. Stop waiting for confidence. Your mind doesn't give you confidence like a birthday gift. They're not just going to give it to you one day. You have to do action to get the confidence. For example, if you are shy and introverted and you want to be more confident and you want to be more social in public, then you could compliment a stranger. You could try to make new friends. You could practice public speaking. Maybe you could help an old person with their groceries. You could talk to the waiter at restaurants rather than someone else doing it for you. Number 13, protect your energy. This is a bit similar to the second bullet point, I think. So be careful with who you surround yourself with. For example, if you want to be studious and you really care about academics, then be friends with people who feel the same way, and don't surround yourself around people who don't study at all. But also remember to not put pressure on yourself if others are doing better than you, because when you put pressure on yourself, then it might just sink you down, and that's usually what pressure does. And also and it's also good to do this, like surrounding yourself around these kind of people, because it'll give you motivation to do better, or like to, for example, in a race, like when you're running, you want to get ahead of the other people, but also don't be too overconfident. Last one, number 14. Especially as teenagers, so many teens lack confidence and love for themselves, and they wish that they looked like almost every other person. And it's happened to me before too. I've lost confidence in myself, and it still happens to me sometimes. I'm still working on it. But there are so many people out there who wish they looked like you. Like, there are people who might want your hair, your eyes, your lips, your nose, your body type. Even if you feel like, oh, this is not possible, how would they want to look like me? They do, trust me. Like, I have friends who see flaws in themselves, which I think they are crazy for. Like, I'm like, what's going on in your mind? Because almost every time I look at my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so gorgeous. And I don't want to mean in a weird way, but they are. Like, one of my friends wish they had my hair. I have friends who wish they looked like me, and I'm like, you look perfect. Why do you want to look like me? And also affirming. Affirming is actually really helpful because your mind needs to get used to knowing that you are all of that. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are important. Like, even on days where you feel like super dead and ugly and dumb, you have to tell yourself numerous times, I am so freaking gorgeous and beautiful. I love myself, and today is going to be a good day. And I'm so smart, and there are people who wish to be as smart as I am. And you just have to say it, like, and make yourself believe in it. Don't just say it just to say it. You have to, like, be persistent with it and be like, yeah, this is true. Also, you have to be secure. For example, if someone is like, I don't want to be friends with you because you suck, don't be sad. Just say, okay, bye. Because why should you care? Don't give them satisfaction by showing you care because that makes them win. That makes them think, like, oh, they care about me. Um, it'll be one more problem for them by losing me. No, it'll be one less problem for you when they leave. Like, them losing you is what's actually happening because you are worth it, and if they are that way to you, then it's not your fault. And maybe it isn't their fault. Like, maybe they just don't want to be friends with you. But don't give them satisfaction by showing, like, oh, I'm so sad. I'm gonna cry now. I'm gonna beg for you to come back. Don't do that. Protect your energy. Protect your peace. Why are you chasing people who don't even care about you? Shouldn't you only focus on what you care about? It's not that hard. I mean, it can be, but you have to work on it because it's honestly a bit pathetic to act that way. No offense. Okay, so those are my 14 pieces of advice, and I wish everyone can learn from this because I believe that these pieces of advice will really help you grow and learn to love yourself and make you better and get you out from where you're stuck from. I love you guys. Bye.